The year is 1188. Saladin has called together a massive force with one goal in mind: to capture the Holy City and reclaim the pride that has been lost since the Crusades took Jerusalem 89 years earlier. Having assembled men from every corner of his empire, Saladin marches out, intent on laying siege to Jerusalem. The Kingdom of Jerusalem knows of Saladin's movements and has requested aid from its allies, but for now it is on its own. Desperate to buy more time, if possible, several brave souls have ridden out to ambush and inflict what casualties they can on the Arabian forces. This will be a gamble, as the hot eastern sun will roast the knights in their heavy armor. There is one thing we know, without a doubt: much blood will be spilled today. What's up, everybody? Welcome back. My name is Kingston, and today we are playing some 1212 AD. This is a mod for Attila Total War, and today I got a special treat for you guys. I was able to get together with a couple other Total War lovers and put together a scenario, which will be part of a several-day scenario. So today we have a Arabian army marching to besiege Jerusalem. Now, Jerusalem is way in the distance, you can't see it yet. But they're marching with Saladin himself. As you can see, very epic, very awesome, massive army. I mean, who doesn't like that, you know? So there's a cav presence. And the scenario today is that the Templar Knights, led by one of the counts, is going out. They know they're coming. They've known for a couple weeks. They're trying to buy time. So they sent out a bunch of volunteers, a bunch of heavy cavalry, and what they're going to do is they're surprise attacking them. Now, for the sake of scenario, these cav are not here. The map wasn't big enough to get them all the way far away, but they're not supposed to come until later. So basically, it's army. The cavs out scouting. They thought they saw something, which really was a diversion by the Crusaders. So the army's just marching along, mind its own business, roasting. Saladin's up in front discussing tactics of how they're going to take back the Holy City. They don't know a thing. They don't know what's about to hit them. And they don't have the greatest equipment to deal with massive cav. And without their cav, they are blind. But Saladin is taking a gamble that the cav they saw, which was a pretty significant heavy presence, is enough. So he sent them off. Army's marching along. Now, with this came a bonus, because the next one's the siege. If the knights can take out some of this artillery, it'll be one less artillery that we can't bring to the siege battle. And the same with some of the units. If they get damaged enough, they get merged, and it decreases the amount of units I can use in the next one. So that's the cool little perk there. But I think it takes a second, for the knights to attack, because obviously they don't want to attack too soon. They keep inching forward. They're just waiting. I mean, they can see it in the distance. Look at that. They're just waiting. They're like, give the word, boss, give the word. They are just ready to just unleash all hell on this army, who is unprepared. And just FYI, yes, I knew they were going to attack me because of the scenario, but I was not prepared. I tried to get myself prepared in the time that I was definitely allowed to, which is as soon as he starts charging, and I was not prepared. You will see. You will see how prepared or unprepared I was. I don't want to give anything away. So they're ordering the cav to advance. Any second now. Look at this glory. It's like the last of the ride from Lord of the Rings. The last of the hero. It's massive. Just massive cav. I mean, it's just glorious, Look at that. Got some, I believe it's mainly just medium and heavy. Yeah, heavy, medium, and heavy, yeah. The Count of Jerusalem has been put in charge of buying Jerusalem time. Where is he? Is this him? I think this is him. He's been ordered to stop this force as much as possible, harry them, harass them. Now, the heat of this desert is definitely going to affect things. So, I think any second now they're going to attack. This army still is oblivious, just, waltzing along, singing Kumbaya. Their bamboo spears. archers on the outside so they can try to skirmish down anybody that does attack. They're not expecting it, though. They really aren't. Catapults in the center, well protected. We have more on this side, because, you know, they're not stupid. They'll prepare for an attack. They'll prepare. Now, any second now, all of a sudden, they look up. And what a... Okay, that's terrible rendering. What a heartache that would be. You just look up and you see something, and you're like, is that our cavalry? Why are they hanging back? I can't tell. What is their cav? You know? We're advancing, and then the order has been given. And the first mass of cav just charges down. Just this looks like it's just going to be undefeated, you know? There's so many cav. And they're still oblivious to it. The Arabians have not realized yet. Now they have. Men are scrambling, archers are running for cover. The catapults are trying to mobilize. The soldiers are like, oh my gosh! It's not going to be soon enough, guys. It's not soon enough. They're still trying to form up. Boom. Smashed through the first line. Over here, just smashing through. They caught some of them unprepared. They're scrambling. Over here, the general was in lead, and now he is caught. Out in the open, all by himself, trying to run away. Trying to run. I mean, the cav are just everywhere. They're hitting you in the line. You're trying to form a defensive circle, defend your artillery, defend your archers. But the cav just have hit every layer of defense. These archers are just mincemeat. Getting chased down by this heavy shock hospitaller cavalry. Here come more. Just in for the kill. And archers are what they want. Just all-out chaos. Now, the cavalry all of a sudden is realizing, like, what the heck is going on? They come back just in the nick of time to save this army. This army is in chaos. These men are trying to hold on every front, but they are, as you can see, attacked in the flank. They're, you know, flanks are all exposed. Everybody's exposed. Most of these have really, really gotten hurt. Thankfully, the spearmen are going to handle this a little bit better. But the cav are being encircled by, out of nowhere, this reinforcing Arabian cavalry. Running around, charging into the backs of them. Just shooting into the backs of them. Get a bird's eye view here. So, kind of encircled. That's kind of the unfortunate truth of things. And you can start seeing, guys, all the random horses running. I mean, that's such a confused mess. You can't even tell what is going on. Arabian horses charging in. Some light shock cav trying to save this army from total destruction. Trying to save this flank, which is vastly exposed. Get some another cav charge over here. Little pockets of cavalry engagements here. Some spearmen trying to back up some of the friendly Arabian cav. These archers are just sitting back here, pumping arrows into the backs of these knights, which is their weakness, in the back. Doing hammer and anvil, the cycling charges. The bulk of the Arabian land forces is over here, and they are definitely winning now. They're pushing back all this cav, which has been attacked in the rear, so the morale is shaken. Where's their general is over here. Saladin is finding that general. He's riding over here like, where is that worthy foe? Where is he? Going hunting for him, and there it is. Saladin is going to find the Count, and in worthy chivalry, clash in battle with him. It's a little laggy with the frame rates. But, yeah, the cavalry really is what saves the day on this. If you look here, the cav is starting to break either because of casualties or just because they are getting hit in the back. And let's be honest, they probably are roasting, sweltering under the sun. You can start to see tons of horses everywhere just running. Some manned, some unmanned, some cowards running back to Jerusalem to say that it has failed, the surprise attack has failed. They have bloodied them, but they have not defeated this Saladin's force. Archers just sitting back, these light bowmen just pouring into them, but the line is holding. The line is holding here all along. No one is truly breaking. There was just, it was not strung out enough. They've won most over here, but there's some melee cav, which is going to be very tough to hit against shock cav. Shock cav did not do well against medium or heavy melee cav, but they're also exhausted and been hit in the back. So we've kind of freed up this flank, so we're just going to throw the spearmen into something else. Charging into the back of some more cav. And it's just a massive all-out brawl. Look at these birds. They're just waiting. They're just waiting for the death and carnage so they can feast. Now massive breakage. The king bodyguard is about to break, and these knights are running. Just all out, just running. There's just so many horsemen running everywhere. Surprisingly, you know, surprisingly there's a lot of them. But look how many horses are, like, look at that. You don't even need to wonder where Jerusalem's at. You just follow the trail of horses going all the way over there. So we all knew this was going to be a pretty decisive, not decisive maybe, but we knew it was going to be a victory for the Arabians. That was not the point. This is mainly an introduction video of this series of the Crusades. And yeah, an ambush battle truly usually wouldn't work. You know, it would not work. These are still some men trying to fight the good fight, but they are losing. They are losing. I mean, there's blood, dead horses, men everywhere. And some infantry, some heavy ranged melee infantry are rushing in to help their general out. They want their sultan to stay alive because they need to take back the holy city. For the most part, the fighting has kind of died down. There's some very valiant souls here and there who are striving to the end, trying to take in as many Saracens as possible before they get slain. They know they'll have no quarter. No quarter will be offered. They'll just be surrounded and slain. And also, just an update, all of my catapults are safe, I believe. Yeah, one of them, for some reason, decided they were going to run out and attack. I'm not sure why they did that, but there's just pockets, little pockets of like 16, you know, 16 or so knights that are trying to hold. But it's over. And this battlefield is now sown with so many dead everywhere. I mean, everywhere.
The general has been killed. Excellent.
Now, I was trying to make this battle into not commentary, but a cinematic battle with some music, but it wasn't working the greatest. It was too clustered of a battle, so we'll try in a future battle, I promise. I would love to try that. Let's just clean up the last pocket. Yeah, they're gone. And if we look at the stats here, guys, like I said, it was very one-sided, obviously. I started with 43. I'm at 33, so I lost about 1,000 men, which, considering, you know, they lost almost 2,000, it may have been worth it. You know, they took out some archers, they took out some infantry. The cavalry didn't lose a whole lot, but they were pretty light cav. So, thank you guys for joining me for this battle. It was really short, very short. But this is kind of, like I said, an introduction to the siege, which will be epic, I promise. It's a siege of Jerusalem. I'm going to get at least 3v3, hopefully, for this, or 2v3. And it's going to be awesome. Special thanks to Julesman and Mythic Yeet for helping me out with this battle. Really, appreciate it. If you would like to see more in this series in longer like a more pitched battle, let me know in the comments if you would like to see that, and I will definitely set that up. If you have any ideas for scenarios, you definitely can put those in the comments as well. Love to hear them. Love to try them out. So thank you guys so much for joining me. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys in another video.